What is up, Gamer Army? Welcome back to a fun-filled, exciting, long overdue episode of Psycho Gamer. I'm your host, Aubrey, and today we're going to talk about Black Friday sales for Arcade1up. Now, there's a lot of different retailers that are out there that are going to have many different sales, and they've really been doing a lot of the sales all this November. So what does that mean for you? It means you can have the opportunity to save upwards of $100, maybe even more with some of the sales that are actually going to be out there. Arcade1up does have a few sales that they're showing on their front page, but other websites such as Best Buy and Walmart and QVC and Gamestop are all going to be really good companies that are going to have some deals that you can actually take advantage of right now. Personally, I think one of the deals on QVC is going to be one of the best ones, and we're going to talk about that in just a few minutes here. But before we go and do that, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe and turn on those post notifications, because we're going to go over some of these really, really good sales. So stay tuned. Be right on back. Welcome back once again, guys. Like I said, we are going to go ahead and look at some of these Black Friday deals that are actually available to everybody. We're also going to talk about a couple of tweets that John D ended up putting out there, as well as a game that went on pre-order just today. So we're going to switch over into my computer. We're going to take a look at the Arcade1up website first, just so you can see what the man is selling. All right, as you see, we are at the holiday deals page for Arcade1up. This is just their front page of the website. And one of the cool things that they have going right now directly from Arcade1up is the 4Kids and Kids at Heart bundle. Now, what's that going to get? That's going to actually come with Pac-Man, as well as the Pac-Man Junior that they have that's come out. Well, Junior Pac-Man. I can't say Pac-Man Junior because then that's a whole different game. As you can see there, you got your little plastic guy there. It's already going to be pre-built. Those are retailing for about $279 right now. But as you see, they have it on their website going from $730. We'll just say $730. We're going to round it to $600. So you're going to save $130 buying it directly off their website between these two. But some of these are going to be on other websites as well, which you might save a little more money or not. So could come pretty close to them. I haven't seen anything specifically on these about having free shipping, but if they do add free shipping, I think that would be a lot better. But it says ships to Canada and US only, and it's going to be charged once you place your order. So you're going to get charged immediately instead of waiting for, hey, it's coming, now we're going to charge you. So next thing is the Polaroid at-home instant photo booth. I've seen pictures of this, which you'll see right here. Look how big that thing is compared to that door. That is a huge little photo booth that they're actually selling here, which would be great for people that are doing parties. Got a bunch of drunken college students want to take Polaroid pictures and you have it loaded up. Cool. Or maybe even a wedding or just a Christmas party or a Thanksgiving party that's coming up. You get different colors that you can pick from. You can get red or you can get white. It is $50 off for $299.99, $300. You also have the Outrun seated arcade machine. If you don't have Outrun yet, this is actually a pretty good deal. You get to save $100 directly through Arcade1up themselves. $549 was an okay price for this for the 4 games that they actually have on here, but the fact that you can save an extra $100 if you have the room. Now, it's not going to be the smallest cabinet in the world, and we have a lot of people that are out there that have done mods where they've actually added actual race car seats on these things, which is actually really cool. I've seen some really nice things where people have put the actual brake lights in the back of the cabinet, made it a lot more functional, a lot more fun to look at and sit down. So they actually have their own personal home arcade machine that is a racing machine. So you also have the Frogger arcade machine, which you don't really find too often around right now. I think one of the few places you can buy it is directly from them. It is $349. It does look like it actually has the riser with it as well. Frogger, Time Pilot 64. So you got some really, really cool stuff that's coming out. Now, it does end on the 29th, so it is going to be going all through this week, all the way through Cyber Monday. So make sure you are getting these deals as you see them, guys. If you see something that you really like, which I'm going to have some links posted down below that you can actually get them at. A couple of the links will be affiliate links, so I might get a couple dollars. A lot of them I'm not affiliates with, so they're just going to be basic straight up links, so you can go and get them on your own without having to worry about clicking anything specific. You do have your Super Pac-Man Counter-Cade. It is going to go from $179 down to $149. Now this one is actually going to end on Sunday, so they're not making this one through Cyber Monday. It still has that really, really cool look. It's got that retro 80s look there that you're going to find from really any of these machines. You know, you get 80s and 90s type cabinets that are out there, and you know, this is still really nice. So you still get a few games to go along with it. So it's not just the Super Pac-Man. It's going to have Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Rally X. So those are your 4 main games you got on here. So that's going to do it for the actual Arcade1up website, at least for their holiday deals. They don't have a large selection, but they have enough that will keep you going. The next website is going to be Arcade1up on Best Buy. Now, one of the best deals they have, which really isn't too many deals, there's only a handful of deals on the Best Buy site. Best one right here you're looking at is going to be that Pac-Man Legacy 12-in-1 arcade cabinet. So it is a Black Friday deal, as you can see, $349.99. Now, it is kind of crazy that Black Friday isn't really even a Black Friday anymore. It's Black November because of how many sales they're doing and how long they're doing these sales for. Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man and Galaga, $529.99. Good deals when it comes to those new cabinets that are actually out there. So I actually am one that is really wanting to get this particular cabinet, but I don't actually have it. But one of the cool things that they actually just announced, at least from John D, is that they just did an update for the Miss Pac-Man Galaga cabinet. For Galaga, they actually added the fast fire mode on there. There you are, right there. Announcement because you demanded it. Rapid Fire Galaga is now available on the Bandai Namco US Class of 81 Arcade1up arcade cabinet via today's update. So if you haven't gotten that update yet, make sure you get connected to the internet and get that update. So make sure you go and get that. Other games that they have that are going to be on sale right now is the pinball cabinets. The pinball cabinets being that nasty little $850 price point that they've put them at for the past couple months, they're dropping $100 off on them. All 3 of the different cabinets, you can see you got your Star Wars, you got your Attack from Mars, and you have your Marvel Pinball. So if you haven't gotten those yet, go ahead and drop that order on them. You're not going to get them until, it says November 28th or December 3rd. It might take a little while to actually get these particular pinball machines to you. As for that, I think pretty much everything else is going to be regular price. They are still doing pre-order right here for Ridge Racer, which that is the one game that they actually just put on pre-order starting today. No release date specifically for it, but it'll probably be beginning of next year when it actually comes out. Mostly because of all the stuff with everything out in the middle of the ocean right now waiting to get sent off to the stores. You had your Miss Pac-Man Counter-Cade. They actually had it for sale there as well. But if you missed out on here, go ahead and get it right through the Arcade1up website itself. And that's a majority of the sales that you're really going to be looking at. If you look, you got more Black Friday deals when it comes to the actual Counter-Cades. The only one you can get right now is going to be the Super Pac-Man through Best Buy. But one thing I've seen, though, a lot of the stools are going on sale for a lot of these companies. So $69.99, you're going to get that Midway Legacy stool. You got the Street Fighter Capcom Legacy stool. And I think that's going to do it after the Arcade Legacy stool. The Atari Legacy stool. So some of these are just kind of accessories. Another stool. Like I said, the stools are pretty much going to be $20 off in most locations. Not specifically at just Best Buy, but also at Walmart as well, which we're going to take a look at next. You get the Defender 40th Anniversary cabinet that's $50 off right now. So that's actually a good deal as well. Looks like they have an exclusive Street Fighter 2 Big Blue Arcade with riser and exclusive stool bundle. So if you don't have that, still go there. I'm trying not to talk too fast, but it seems like I am, because this video is probably going to be a little bit long here because of all the deals that they have going on. But I don't think that Walmart had a huge amount of deals. So a lot of the stuff is going to be regular priced. You can still get that big giant Pac-Man joystick there. You can still get your X-Men 4 players from these. So if you guys haven't gotten a lot of these newer 4-player arcade machines, it's really nice to go out there and get them now. You can see Star Wars pinballs on sale here as well. You can still get Golden Axe over for $5.50 as well. So still some good classic games that are going to be on sale or for sale for you. Got dual packs. I just think this is way too much for just 2 branded stools. I mean, it would probably be more cost effective for you to buy them and send them someplace and actually have the top redone for them. There's a couple of those stools that Best Buy actually had for sale, on sale as well. So you save $20 on those. So they're a little bit less than what people would really expect to pay for them. So what do you guys think of some of these sales? Do you think some of these sales are worth it for you? Would these sales suck you into actually buying some of these stools or cabinets that are actually on sale? I know a lot of them are still kind of high priced, but you know, it is what it is, unfortunately, when it comes to these. We're going to go to Target. So they do have a few things. They are still doing pre-orders, it looks like, for Tron, if you haven't gotten that yet. As for games that are really on sale, if you don't care too much about the stool, you can actually get the Big Blue right there for $100 less than Walmart. If you want the stool, get it from Walmart. I mean, it's just, you get different packages and different SKUs in different locations as well. You got the Paw Patrol on pre-order. Release is the 30th. It's coming up. If you got a kid who's just in love with Paw Patrol, that's definitely the way to go. You notice the Counter-Cades aren't on sale over here, though. So think about where you're going to get them. Try to save yourself some money, guys. Got the Atari Legacy Tempest there for $4.50. So you look at the Target's website, I think they probably have the least amount of sales when it comes to these particular cabinets. Now, if you want to get sales, if you don't have their, I think their red card, their credit card, you can apply for that. And I think they can save you like an extra 10 or 15% or something. So look at ways to save yourself some money. Now, over on QVC, I think probably one of the best deals that they've got is the Counter-Cade, the Miss Pac-Man and or the regular Pac-Man. You're looking at $100 for the Counter-Cades. Now, they're normally pretty expensive. They're around $150. You're saving $50, and it's only $7.50 to ship. That's actually really good. Now, it's going all the way until the 29th, the end of the 29th. So go, for the love of God, spend $100 and get this. If you don't have room for the big cabinet, this is definitely where you want to go to get this particular machine. That's just one of the things that they have on their website for sale. They have their Pac-Man one is actually $58 or $57 on sale. You got your special edition Arcade1ups. This one thing, I don't know. I think they got it on sale because nobody wants to buy it right here. So $400 for the projector. It's not for me. It's cool, but I'm sorry, guys. That's not one I would really recommend. You do have your Party-Cades that are on a really good deal right here. So you actually have your Pac-Man in general. So it is $80 off. I mean, $220, that's a really good deal. Instead of paying $299.96, you're going to get it for $80 less than that. So if you don't have it, go take a look at it. Maybe consider it. Look how big it is. It's got a screen that's the same size as the full-size cabinet that you see behind me and most of those other ones. Except these ones you can actually put on the back of a door. It's got legs that you can actually put on there so it's more stable when you're playing it on a table or on a desk. But you can see they're not small things, and they are really cool to see. Be great for a party to liven up the party a bit. You know, you look at some of these other ones, they do have the 40th anniversary head-to-head arcade machine. So really, really nice look there. If you haven't seen that yet, go take a look at it. Go check it out. Marvel vs. Capcom, that's also another new SKU that they have that actually includes the stool as well. You compare that to the brand new price on Best Buy for just the cabinet, it's about $110 more just to add the stool. So you might be better off just buying them separately and going and buying the stool somewhere for 50, 60, 70 bucks. So then if you look here, it's actually more expensive to get the big blue with the stool here than it is anywhere else. You got your Simpsons arcade, still more expensive here. So some sales are really good here, some are not. Now even the pinball machines are still about 20 bucks higher than the big box stores you're going to really find them at. You start looking at more of these Counter-Cades, they're still a little bit more expensive than what you're looking at over on the big box stores. But you do have Super Pac-Man, which is at $200 instead of $220 like the other ones are. So I would definitely go look at multiple locations for some of these cabinets. GameStop, I think, is probably one of the worst places you're going to find any kind of sales for your Arcade1up cabinets. Super Pac-Man's on sale. You got the stools on sale. You have your pinball machines on sale, just like the other big boxes. But you also have the Miss Pac-Man and Galaga arcade cabinet and riser for the same price as Best Buy. More of the same stools for 70 bucks. And I think that's really going to be about it. There's not going to be too much. Most of this other stuff is going to be sold out, as you can see. So if you missed out on these, then well, you've missed out on them. So Ridge Racer went up for pre-order just today, so make sure you go and pre-order that if you haven't done that yet. I like the looks of the cabinet. It's a unique looking cabinet compared to some of the other cabinets that they've actually released. So definitely go check those out. Go make your pre-order if this is one of the cabinets you want to get. It does look like it's a little better made comparing it to the Outrun cabinet. But one of the things that you see here, you got that rapid fire Galaga update. Now, one of the things is there's been some issues, I guess, with local online player issues with the X-Men and Simpsons cabinets. That is something that they are going to go ahead and look into so they can try to fix it so you can play against other people online, it looks like. So, or, yeah, play against other people online. This one right here, there's been people that have been screaming and crying for the Primal Rage game. I was not a fan of Primal Rage back in the day. Whether it was in the arcade, whether it was on the Atari. Which Atari? The Atari Jaguar, if I'm not mistaken, that's where it was at. It just wasn't that great. I thought it was kind of a ripoff of Killer Instinct, maybe Mortal Kombat when it comes to the two, just with dinosaurs. It's like, really? And speaking of Killer Instinct, he has put a few cabinets out in the wild there that people have been able to go ahead and beta test, and apparently it's getting rave reviews from the people that are actually doing beta testing for it. So one of the things that he ended up mentioning is right here as well on that particular live chat right here. Somebody put in, who wants to buy a Primal Rage or Pitfire Legacy style cab for $449? It was pretty unanimous that nobody wants to have that cabinet. So don't be expecting that to come out, guys. I know there's been a couple people who have said something about it, but don't even consider that, unfortunately. So, but that's really going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys thought it was informative. You saw some really good sales, maybe something you might want to go and pick up. Did I look at Amazon? No, because Amazon's always got crazy sales, whether it's Amazon themselves selling it or some of these third-party companies that are selling them. But if you haven't checked out the Amazon site, I can always link a few of the games below just so you can see if there's any kind of deals that you don't want to miss. But again, I appreciate you guys coming out, checking out my videos. I know it's been a few weeks since I actually did any videos. I actually had a lot of stuff going on where I was getting ready to move to a new job, then I'm not moving to a new job, trying to decide if I'm going to stick with an old job that I've got. So there's been a lot of stuff kind of going on in the background with my insane life that I've got going, even though it doesn't seem like it. Yeah, go figure. But that's pretty much the update on what's been going on around here and why I really haven't gotten any videos going. So Again, make sure you hit that like and subscribe, guys. Turn on those notifications. And stay tuned for the next video. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing as always. And until then, guys, as always, game on.